Stop everything you're doing right now. In the next 60 minutes, your brain is going to be reprogrammed to manifest like a machine, and I'm going to prove this to you within this very hour. This isn't a metaphor. This isn't an exaggeration. This is pure neuroscience. There's a scientific discovery that 99.7% of people trying to manifest don't know about. And when you learn it, you'll understand why you've been struggling so hard to get what you want. Here's the truth no one told you. Your brain has a neurological reset button that can be activated in less than an hour. When this happens, you literally become a different person at the cellular level. If you made it here, it wasn't an accident. Something inside you knows this is your answer. Hit that subscribe button now and declare in the comments, "I activate my neural reset in 1 hour." This creates the exact frequency needed for what we're about to do. Because in the next few minutes, you're going to discover why Einstein said time is an illusion, and how to use this illusion to collapse months of manifestation into a single hour. Let me ask you a question that's going to change your life. Have you ever wondered why children get everything by throwing tantrums, but smart adults can't get anything by visualizing? The answer will blow your mind. Children don't separate desire from reality. When a kid wants something, they act like it's already theirs. They cry, scream, throw themselves on the floor at Target. Why? Because in their brain, that toy already is theirs. Adults, on the other hand, want things, and wanting means not having. It's impossible to manifest from the energy of lack. Here's what we discovered in neuroplasticity labs. When you want something, your brain activates the circuits of lack. When you know you already have it, it activates the circuits of abundance. These are completely different neural pathways. One blocks, the other manifests. And here comes the revolutionary part that's going to change everything for you. Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between a real experience and an imagined experience with intense emotion. Zero difference. For your subconscious, if you feel it already happened, it already happened. Let me give you a concrete example. Put your right hand on your forehead right now. Feel the warmth, feel the texture. Your brain is processing real information. Now take your hand away and just imagine it's still there. If you do it right, you'll feel the phantom sensation. Even without physical touch, the neurons fired. For your brain, it happened. Now multiply this by 1 hour of intense programming. What do you think happens? Complete neural transformation. But here's where most people mess up completely. And you need to pay special attention to this point. They try to be abundant while still feeling broke. They try to be loved while still feeling rejected. They try to be healthy while still identifying with sickness. And this internal tug-of-war creates an energetic conflict that prevents manifestation. The key is finding internal coherence. It's when your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions are all aligned with the same reality. When there's no contradiction between what you think, what you feel, and how you act. Think about a moment in your life when you felt truly confident. Maybe before a presentation you knew would go well, or before a date with someone special. In that moment, you weren't trying to be confident, you simply were. Your thoughts were positive, your feelings were elevated, and your actions flowed naturally from that internal confidence. That's the coherence you need to bring to your manifestations. And when you can maintain that coherence for just 1 hour, something extraordinary happens that defies all conventional logic. You literally become a magnet for the reality you're emanating. It's like you become an energetic lighthouse transmitting a specific frequency, and everything that resonates on that same frequency starts moving toward you. But here's something that might surprise you. This transformation doesn't happen gradually. It happens in quantum leaps. In specific moments where your consciousness literally jumps from one reality to another. It's like crossing the Brooklyn Bridge. One moment you're in Brooklyn, the next you're in Manhattan. There's no middle ground. Manifestation works the same way. In one moment you're the person who doesn't have, in the next you're the person who has. Now let me tell you what happened to Michael, a sales manager from Phoenix. He tried to manifest a promotion for 2 years. Vision boards, affirmations, even hired a manifestation coach. Nothing worked. Then he did exactly what I'm going to teach you now. One single hour-long session. 3 days later, he got a call from a headhunter. Not just any headhunter, one representing a Fortune 500 company offering exactly the position he'd been dreaming about, but with better benefits than he'd even imagined. What changed? He hacked his own nervous system. Here's how it works. In the quantum field, time functions differently. The version of you that already has everything you want exists right now in a parallel frequency. Manifesting isn't creating something new. It's tuning into a reality that already exists. It's like being in a house in Times Square with dozens of radios, playing different stations simultaneously. You only hear the station you're tuned to, but they all exist at the same time. Your current reality is your vibrational station. But you can consciously change stations. And when you do this with enough intensity, you literally leap from one reality to another. Not gradually, instantaneously, like changing channels on your TV. 1 second you're watching one show, the next you're watching something completely different. Now I'm going to teach you the exact protocol to make this quantum leap. First, choose one specific manifestation. Not vague, not multiple. One crystal clear, specific thing. Choose something that's meaningful to you, but doesn't carry the emotional charge of desperation. If you're desperate for something, you're vibrating lack, not abundance. Start with something you genuinely desire, but about which you can feel good, even if it doesn't come exactly as expected. Like choosing a restaurant in Little Italy, you want a specific experience, but you know any choice will be good. Now I'm going to teach you something that goes against everything you've learned about manifestation. You're not going to ask. You're not going to visualize having it in the future. You're going to access the feeling of having already achieved it. This is where the magic happens. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths and let your body relax completely, like you're sinking into the most comfortable chair in a luxury hotel lobby. Now let your mind travel to a moment in the future where you just achieved what you wanted. Doesn't matter when. Could be next week. Could be next month. Don't imagine achieving it. Feel like you just achieved it. Feel that sensation of relief mixed with gratitude. That feeling of, wow, it finally happened. Let this emotion fill every cell in your body like warm honey flowing through your veins. Now, still in this feeling, ask yourself, how do I feel knowing I achieved this? And answer internally, I feel complete, fulfilled, grateful. Stay in this feeling for several minutes. Don't count the time. Just dive completely into this gratitude like you're swimming in an ocean of appreciation. While you do this, a transformation is happening at the cellular level. Your brain is releasing the same neurotransmitters it would release if you had actually achieved it. Dopamine of achievement, serotonin of satisfaction, oxytocin of completeness. You're literally experiencing success before it happens physically. When you open your eyes, something fundamental has changed in your neurology. You're no longer the person who wants something. You're the person who has already experienced having it. And here's the crucial part that separates expert manifestors from amateurs. Don't obsessively look for evidence. Looking for evidence all the time is going back to the frequency of doubt. It's like a successful Wall Street executive who doesn't check his bank account balance every hour. He simply knows he's wealthy. Act from this new inner certainty. If you manifested money, carry the energetic confidence of someone who feels prosperous. If you manifested love, radiate the satisfaction of someone who feels deeply loved, like a successful entrepreneur walking through downtown Chicago. They don't need to prove anything to anyone. They simply are. But don't force it. Don't act. Just allow this new feeling to express itself naturally through you. During the next hour, you might notice small synchronicities starting to appear. Unexpected text messages, interesting phone calls, opportunities popping up out of nowhere. It's like finding a $20 bill in the pocket of a jacket you haven't worn in months. Don't be surprised. It's your new energetic field reorganizing the possibilities around you. These aren't random coincidences. They're tangible evidence that the quantum field is reorganizing to align with your new vibrational frequency. They're signs that reality is adjusting to mirror your new neural programming. But even if you don't see immediate external changes, trust the process completely. Quantum manifestation doesn't always happen the way our logical mind expects. Sometimes it comes from angles we never could have calculated, through people we didn't even have on our radar, in timing that our impatience never would have chosen. The universe is infinitely more creative and abundant than our limited mind can conceive. Like the impossible architectural complexity of Manhattan, billions of coordinated decisions resulting in a perfect urban symphony. When you surrender to the natural flow of manifestation, you allow possibilities much larger than those you can imagine to unfold in your life. As you practice this technique, you'll start to notice that 1 hour is actually more time than you need. Eventually, you'll be able to make this vibrational transition faster and faster. You'll literally be reprogramming your nervous system to operate on the frequency of instant manifestation. But for now, give yourself this gift of a complete hour. An hour where you're not someone who wants, who waits, who struggles. An hour where you're someone who already has, who already is, who lives in natural abundance. And while you go through this experience, remember that you're not doing this alone. There's an invisible network of awakened consciousness around the planet, all tuned to the same frequency of conscious manifestation. Your practice strengthens this network, and the network strengthens your practice. Like the musicians at Lincoln Center, individually talented, but together they create something much greater than the sum of their parts. You're part of something much bigger. You're a conscious co-creator of the new reality that's emerging on our planet. Every time you align with your highest truth, you're not just transforming your own life, but contributing to the transformation of collective consciousness. In the final minutes of this sacred hour, allow a deep sense of completeness to fill you completely. Not the completeness of someone who just achieved something external, but the completeness of someone who finally remembers who they really are. Someone who recognizes they were never truly separated from abundance, love, health, joy. Like the Hudson River that was always part of the ocean, even when it seemed to be isolated by land. Every external search is, at its essence, a journey back home. Home to the truth that you already are everything you're desperately seeking out there. Manifestation doesn't add anything fundamental to what you are. It simply removes the dense illusions that made you believe you were less than complete. When this transformative hour ends, you won't energetically be the same person who started. Something fundamental will have changed in your vibrational structure. You'll have demonstrated to yourself that you have the power to alter your reality consciously, deliberately, rapidly. And this demonstration won't come just from the external results you'll observe in the coming days. It will come mainly from the internal transformation you feel immediately, the sense of empowerment, of alignment, of reconnection with your innate creative power. This is the true magic of conscious manifestation. Not just getting objects or situations, but remembering who you always were. Not just changing your external reality, but awakening to the fact that you always had this power within you. As the days pass, continue observing with scientific curiosity. Notice how opportunities start appearing out of nowhere, how the right people enter your life at perfect timing, how solutions to old problems suddenly become obvious, how life begins to flow with an ease you maybe haven't experienced in years. And whenever you want to intensify this flow, return to this neural protocol. 1 hour of conscious alignment with the reality you choose to create. 1 hour where you remember you're not a victim of external circumstances, but the conscious architect of your experience. You have in your hands one of the most powerful tools that exist for reality transformation. Use it with wisdom, use it with love, use it to create not just for yourself, but for the good of all beings. When you elevate yourself, you elevate everyone around you. When you free yourself from limitations, you open pathways for others to free themselves too. When you manifest consciously, you demonstrate that it's possible, and this demonstration inspires others to discover their own power. If this neural journey touched something deep inside you, if you feel you found a master key you'd been searching for a long time, share this vibration with us. Tell us in the comments, what was the most powerful insight you had during this transformative experience? And if you're not yet part of our community of conscious quantum manifestors, hit that subscribe button now. Together, we're creating a new planetary reality. A reality where conscious manifestation isn't a rare exception, but the natural norm. A reality where every human being remembers their creative power and uses it to build a more beautiful, more loving, more abundant world for everyone. Your manifestation hour is just beginning. Your awakening journey is accelerating, and your power to create miracles is becoming stronger with every conscious breath you take. Remember, you're not just manifesting things or situations, you're manifesting a completely new version of yourself. And this new version is destined to create wonders that today you can't even imagine. The entire universe is conspiring to work in your favor. Your only responsibility is to consciously align with this cosmic conspiracy and allow the magic to happen through you.